This demonstration you'll see how to configure the software distribution component of System Center Configuration Manager 2012 and also the related client settings for the software deployment. So what we've done here is we've come into our System Center Configuration Manager console. We're going to go to our administration workspace. Within our administration workspace we want to expand site configuration, and then within site configuration we're going to select sites. We only have the one site, S01, a datum site, so we'll right click at this point here. Next thing we want to do is we want to configure our site components. And within our site components, what we want to do here is we're looking for our software distribution. So what we can see here is we've got the concurrent distribution settings here. So we can see the maximum number of packages currently set to 3. We've got the maximum threads per package currently set to 5. We've got our retry settings, so the number of retries is 100. Delay before retrying is going to be 30 minutes. And our multicast settings here, we've got the number of retries 3 and the delay before retrying 3. If we then go to our network access account, we're not going to use the computer access account. We are actually going to specify the account that accesses the network locations. What we're going to do here is we're going to create a new account, and what we're going to do is we're just going to fill out the table. The user account we're going to use here, we're going to use a user called datum network access. Specify the password, we'll just select our verify button. That then brings us into our data source and our network share. So what we're going to do is we are going to leave that as a network share, but what we're going to do is we're just going to browse through to our network share, and we're going to specify lon CFG SMS S01. Now we'll specify this network share, we'll just test our connection. As you can see, that's all successful, so we'll select OK at this point here. And then we'll select OK again. We'll select OK at this point here. As you can see, config is now complete. Next thing to do here, we'll just come to our client settings, and what we have in our client settings is we have our default client settings. So we'll right click at this point, we'll just have a look at the properties. So the first thing we've got here is we've got our background intelligent transfer settings for our client machines here. So we're not going to limit the maximum network bandwidth. We've got our throttling window, so when that occurs we've got maximum transfer rate. Allow bits to download outside the throttling window, we're not going to allow that, and we can see the maximum transfer rate as well outside the throttling window. Other settings that we'd be interested in here would be our client policy. So within our client policy here, what we've got is we've got the client policy polling interval for the users. We've got enable user policy on clients. Yes, we do want that. And enable user policy requests from internal or internet clients. We're saying no, we only want to manage our internal clients. Another one that's quite important for software is the computer agent. So within the computer agent here, we've got our device settings. And as you can see, there's quite a few of them. As we scroll down here, another thing we'd be interested in as well would be computer restart, because some software does require restarts. So we've got our device settings as well. We can display a temporary notification at this point here before the user is logged off the computer. So we've got at this point here in minutes, we've got 90 minutes, and display a dialog box that the user cannot close. What we're seeing here before they're logged off, 15 minutes. Another bunch of settings that we'd be interested in here as well would be our state messaging. So if we just have a look down here, what we've got is got a state messaging tab, and in our state messaging tab here, what we've got is specify how the client computer will report state messages back to the database, and what we're seeing here is we're doing that every 5 minutes. So now we've done all of that, we'll select cancel, and what we've done here is we have set up our software distribution point. That's the end of this demonstration. Thanks very much.